been sick of this problem. I have been sick of this controversy over living wage or minimum wage. And I believe that something is seriously wrong with the heads of many of our leaders. How can anyone who earns 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, not to talk of people who earn 1 million, 2 million, how can they go to sleep in good conscience every day? How can they go to sleep in good conscience and come out to sit down in a boardroom to discuss the sustainability or otherwise of paying 60,000 to the poorest of workers? How can we go to bed and sleep, all those who belong to the elite, who earn 2, 3, 4, 500,000, 1 million? How can you go to sleep in good conscience, I say, if you still have any conscience? How can you go to sleep in good conscience and come out to be debating? I hear people on TV, I watch people on TV, experts, economic experts, corporate executives, government officials, who are taking home more than $1 million in a month. And they are there arguing that 60,000 or over will destroy the economy. It's not sustainable. How wicked! You give 60,000 to a poor worker, a poor worker who may have a family of 2 or 3 or 4, for his feeding, for his accommodation, for his house rent, for his medical care, for his children's school fees. How wicked, how blind, how can we do that? And we think that God will bless our country. We think that it is by bringing a new national anthem for God to bless our country. How can you commit this crime against humanity? For me, this is a crime against humanity. Because the poor people who cannot afford to buy gari, I'm not saying they will buy that they are to buy sardino. I'm saying buy gari, poor people who cannot buy gari. I'm not talking of meat or fish. Poor people are dying because they have no money to cure malaria. How can you go to sleep in good conscience? Those of us who belong to the elite, how can we go to sleep with good conscience? And we are debating and we are discussing and we vote 500 million naira to meet and debate about paying 60,000 to the poor. My dear friends, I see this as a new form of apartheid. Nigeria is one of the most unequal societies in the entire world. A society where it's like the animal farm. A society where we have conspicuously rich people, people who are living in conspicuous consumption, and others who are in deplorable, dehumanizing poverty. If you have somebody in this country that takes home 1 million naira, I mean 1 million, I'm not talking of 30 million naira, 1 million naira in the month, and he can open his mouth to be part of a discussion about the poor getting 60,000 naira. I say anyone who earns up to 1 million naira in the month should keep his or her mouth shut when he hears them debating about taking 60,000 for the poor. More than 60 years after independence, we are running an apartheid society. This time it's not racial apartheid, it's economic apartheid. We are running an apartheid society of people of conspicuous consumption, flying in private jets around at government expense, people who are riding 4, 5, 6, 7 SUVs with pilot vehicles, chasing the poor out of the road. And poor people, you are debating, you are discussing, you are over 60,000 for the poor. You insult the poor by saying 30,000, and later you say 48,000, and now you say 60,000, and you pay more than 60,000, you come out with 62,000. You insult poor Nigerians. I say there is hardly any society I know that is as divided as the Nigerian society. And a society that is so divided is just sitting on a keg of gunpowder. I have warned here before that the revenge of the poor is at the corner. The revenge of the poor is at the corner. I am not calling for it, but it will happen as night follows the day. Because when you so reduce people, you reduce people to this dehumanizing level. Nature does not allow a situation of islands of affluence amidst a sea of poverty. Nature does not allow it. And let me warn those in the elite. Let me warn those in the tripartite committee of government. Let me warn that it is in the course of nature that when a predator continues to devour the very resources that the predator needs for his own sustenance, nature will take out the predator in order to have equilibrium, in order to have a measure of equilibrium. Nature is about balance, you know. All of nature is about balance, and human beings are part of nature, and Nigerians are part of nature. If the predator who needs the animals in the kingdom, it needs the animals in the book to survive, If it is recklessly devouring the very animals it needs for its own survival, if it is devouring it recklessly and senselessly, nature will step in and remove the predator so that there can be balance in the system, in the ecosystem. Let me warn that all those who are in government, I have not confirmed, that there are people taking home almost 30 million naira in the month. And you have the guts and you have the temerity to sit down, and your conscience allows you to sit down to discuss about 60,000 naira for poor worker for the whole month, and you are the one that has all the opportunities of extra code and all kinds of perquisites of office. You sit down to discuss about 60,000, and that is all that the person will have in the month. You sit down to discuss this and come out and say this is not sustainable. How is 30 million naira sustainable in that economy? How is it sustainable that the leader has 100 SUVs going with him to the airport? How is it sustainable? How is it sustainable that government leaders junket around the world? How is that sustainable? I say we are committing a crime against humanity. And if we do not repent and retrace our steps immediately, the revenge of the poor is at the corner. Do not hold me responsible. Because while the devastation was on, I did not keep quiet. Do not hold me responsible. Because while the madness was on, I did not sit on the fence. I kept on shouting that the revenge of the poor is at the corner unless we change our course. And if we do not change our course, we will end up where we are headed. And where we are headed is devastation, is destruction, is violent revolution. I rest my case.
After you listen to that, good. That one of the religious leader, Reverend Father George Ehunansi. Not be pastor, you see they speak like this. Now the pastor be this one, now they speak like this. Now in son, not fit speak like this. They channel you say, may you go meet God, make God solve your problem for you. This one a pastor, he know say problem when Nigeria they face. Not be God cause. I don't they talking since. God not get hand for Nigeria problem. Now we cause this problem by ourselves. Now we go solve them. Everything, they channel everything. God say even the verse for Nigeria. If you don't know, God don't even they should say God the verse for Nigeria, because the matter when they go carry go meet, you don't too much for her. Which one you want answer? You don't get light now, call God. You don't get job, call God. You don't get food to eat, call God. You don't get transportation to travel, call God. You don't get good roads, call God. You don't get water to drink for your house, call God. And all these things now waiting government. Feel responsibility of government. Now pastor they speak like this. And we need all these people will be see at least they see get voice for the country to speak. This well they talk since Nigeria is sitting on the keg of gunpowder. It's just a time to explode. Literally remain because more problem are waiting in future. No, if not this one what would they see so now child play be like I don't they talk since it be like saying now IT. People are just busy doing IT, learning work. When they don't finish the work, you will see now this time bomb it will explode very soon. It will explode very soon. Labor Union will go on strike again. Yes, they'll go on strike again. How Tinubu just come to this country just to come because the name must even be president, just to come stress Nigeria, cause more problem to this country. Tribal war, hatred. We have never been this divided since I was born. This one now, when I wait to the problem where they see so. No, if you eat, even if you are a bright man, say you could even see the problem people are going through. How do you expect to solve problem like this? You want to reduce corruption like this? You want to pay 62,000 minimum wage, and you expect the civil servant not to collect bribe? You expect policemen not to collect bribe? You expect the armies or even the workers in their offices? You expect them not to collect bribe? No, it can't work. You don't run a nation like a country like this. You can't fight corruption like this. You can't fight security like this. It's not going to work. Why you say it's not working now? It's not working. So people need to speak up. Country die. Maybe you think say you see this is small food they chop. Now it make when you be talk about this failed government, failed administration, so people will have the audacity to speak against people to say, go there. So they tell you say Tinubu, give Tinubu time, he's doing this when some pastors, senior men, tribalistic people, they not go fit talk, they divert. You don't hear some people. This will not be pastor, they speak like this. Not be the same country, some of them will say, let's give Tinubu time, let's be patient, go and meet God. Not be Tinubu, say make them talk to them, because all of them they be party, all of them be politicians. Funny people everywhere. So Tinubu cannot, well, I don't say anything. He cannot do anything. Nothing really he want to do. He don't did it, he don't did it. He just got cause problem. Man, the thing they annoy me. Why people are just going through a lot from Tinubu's Buhari's administration. We needed a good Samaritan to help us with the stress, the problem when Buhari put us. Tinubu come add fire, join add petrol to already burn fire. He said he want to repair country. You first of all kill people. Now this one now war. Soldier, people when they go soldier training. Anyone when he survive, now he be say get the job. If you not survive, you go back or some of them even die. It's problem ahead. Now waiting I dey tell you because waiting me I dey see. They not be everything person feel they talk. The message when person they see. If no problem day. For your information, that case for Tinubu US FBI don't government US court they don't open the file again. They don't they threaten Tinubu again. Say they won't release those things. Now Tinubu will don't they run head to scatter to go bribe them. You know say US if they won't collect money from you, that problem not the end. No worry, that one a video for another day. I just say make I give you a tip of it. Say that problem. Now waiting Tinubu will not be busy now. He will not they use your money go they bribe US. Don't worry now. Please share this video. There's problem. If you know Tinubu, go on and when I go they talk to her, go on and anyway, revolution. Show where they talking. Say Tinubu administration will make revolution happen. Now they did this 4 years. I did 3 years when it remain. I doubt if revolution not will happen in this country. These 3 years when it remain, if it continue like this, I doubt revolution will happen or military will take over. And not be say they call for military takeover, but revolution is a way forward because this one when it is so, this country cannot get better except revolution. Watch out, please share, like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, please.